From early on in the state's preparations, Attorney General Liz Murrill was warning against price gouging.
She's on the phone with us now. State Attorney General, how would people know if they've been a victim of price gouging, or just that prices are naturally higher? How would people know?
Well, I think one way they can know is by just doing a quick search on their phone for goods or services near you of the same kind. Like, that's one way. If you have power and you can do that on your phone, then we have pretty easy access to that kind of information now. If you go to Walmart and see how much something costs, and you go to a local store nearby and see that it is 5 times the same price, then that could be a problem. That could be a sign of a problem. You're going to usually see similar pricing for goods and services if it's not price gouging. Because we can have high prices for things. This is about disproportionately higher prices for a single good or a single service that's out of whack with what you're seeing in nearby or the vicinity.
Okay, and you have also talked about potential fraud after the storm with charities and scams, people asking for money. What would you say about that? How can people protect themselves from that kind of pitch for help when people want to help other people?
Well, this is always something that we are worried about, Susie, when people come in after the storm and kind of swoop in and prey on people who are in vulnerable circumstances. And so when it comes to contractors, we have information on our website, more detailed information. They can go to my website, www.aglizmurrill.com, and click on the resources tab and get these details. But if you can pay with a credit card, that's always a better thing. Not giving people cash payments up front. That's always a big thing. That's a red flag if they're asking for that. Verifying who they are is important, and getting competitive bids is also a good idea. So we have more detailed information on the website, but we do ask people to be careful and watch out for fake officials. That's another problem that we have flagged. No government official is going to ask people for money or for cash.
General, you are part of the nucleus of planners and responders in Baton Rouge responding to this storm and planning how the state will move forward as well. Just give us an idea of the latest things you've been discussing during the group briefings.
We have a pretty refined group of people who work at the Governor's Office of Homeland Security and handle storm preparation and planning. I've been a part of that process for almost 12 or 13 years now. We never really know if any, and generally we expect that no storm will be exactly the same as a prior storm. So we plan for the worst and we hope for the best, but it's really all about preparation and anticipating from what we've learned from prior storms, what our needs are going to be, and trying to anticipate how things can go south on us and prepare for that.
One more thing that people should prepare for if there's structural damage to houses or businesses. You've talked about, and you mentioned it just briefly there, about contractor fraud. It used to be in the old days you could go to the Better Business Bureau and find out who was listed, or Angie's List or something, and try to get people that are legitimate contractors. What do people do today when they're looking for a legit contractor?
Well, Susie, they still do that. They can still go to the Better Business Bureau. There are other things that you can do. Make sure that they are licensed and that they are licensed through the Louisiana State Board of Contractors. That's something you can verify on their website. You can verify that they have insurance and workers' comp coverage. You can beware of things that are red flags, like if they're asking you for a cash payment up front. That would be a red flag. People who come in from out of town and don't have established business relationships in the community are not probably going to have a lot of references. I would look for people where you can get references. And you can still go to Google and ask, does anybody know anything about this person or this contractor, and just Google them. Sometimes that produces pretty helpful information. And
you mentioned state permits or state licenses. Do contractors, are they required to present this to a homeowner, to have it handy so they can see where these people stand with the state?
Well, if they're doing homeowners kind of construction, they're required to be licensed through the State Licensing Board of Contractors. There are some other licensing requirements. If they're doing tree work, they're usually required to be certified through through different state boards, and if they're taking trees down, for example, they need to be an arborist. So there are licensing requirements. They are not necessarily required to show it to you, and at least a lot of them might not show it to them unless you ask. So I would say that you should always ask them for their certifications and their licenses and their insurance, their proof of insurance, which you can verify through their insurer.
That's good advice.
All right, Louisiana Attorney General Liz Murrill. General, thank you for being with us. If you need to get any messages out over the next 12 hours, give us a ring and we will put you on air immediately. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much. Appreciate y'all.